He was. He introduced all training methods. You know, like summer training here, it was a joke. They used to run from Anfield down to Melwood. No ball work or nothing. So he stopped all that and he introduced all training methods, you know, which went on for years.
And I learnt more from his little things we used to do down at Melwood than I'd done in all the previous years.
He also had this great enthusiasm for the game, which he could transfer to the team, and also the crowd really took to him. He was one of them, really, and he just changed the whole atmosphere around the club.
Liverpool would be untouchable. My idea was to build Liverpool up and up and up until eventually there would be... everybody would have to submit and give in.
Liverpool had been one of them teams who missed out, just about missed out, season in, season out. So it wasn't until Bill Shankly came that he made major signings, spent, you know, loads of money, 35,000 on Ian St John and 35,000 on Ronnie Eates and people, and made all the difference to the team.
I would describe myself as a 120% player. You know, I hated to get beat. I was possibly a good captain, maybe a little bit of a bully. I liked everybody else to be doing their work, you know, and it went well that way.
Well, Ronnie Eates was one of the cornerstones here at Liverpool. His coming, along with Ian St John, around the same time, was the very beginning of Liverpool's rise. And they did more for the rise than anybody else. Yeats at the back, St John at the front.
And he'd also promoted one or two players, Jerry Byrne, who was languishing in the reserves, and Ian Callaghan started to make his mark.
If you look at what he did, he actually strengthened the side through the middle. And as you know, the following season, we just walked the second division by 8 points.
We were playing attacking football, and we weren't scared of anybody, and we just carried that on into the first division.
It's down the line to Callaghan. Callaghan punching it hard across the goal, comes to Hunt. Can he get his shot in? And there's it! Oh, that's his third goal! Stevenson on to Media. Media taking it forward for Liverpool to St John. And a magnificent goal by St John.
Bigfoot getting the long cross, trying to find Callaghan, but Thompson is there, best comes to Callaghan. Callaghan with the chip. It must be a goal!
You know, one of the essential things I think about sort of great teams is that you get on, you know, on and off the field, and they did. We all got on very well together, and we had a system of playing. We knew what we had to do. Everybody understood exactly what each other was supposed to do as well, and I think that's what made it a very good side.
Understanding's one thing, success is another. But Liverpool's team ethics saw them lift their 6th league championship in 1964, after only 2 seasons back in the First Division. Shankly's transformation had begun. Meanwhile, Anfield had become a fortress, guarded passionately and vociferously by the Reds' 12th man, the Cop, fast becoming a footballing legend in itself.
It used to be thought that Welsh international rugby crowds were the most musical and passionate in the world. But I've never seen anything like this Liverpool crowd. On the field here, the gay and inventive ferocity they show is quite stunning. The Duke of Wellington, before the Battle of Waterloo, said of his own troops, "I don't know what they do to the enemy, but by God, they frighten me." And I'm sure some of the players here in this match this afternoon must be feeling the same way.
Well, the Cop's exclusive. The Spine Club at Liverpool is an institution. And if you're a member of the Cop, you feel as if you're a member of a big society, where you've got thousands of friends all around about you. And they're united and loyal.
Liverpool itself, the Cop is a shrine. People go up there. I'm sure that they worship themselves in the crowd as they do the team.
Well, it gives you a thrill, you know, when you go. All the supporters are shouting and cheering, you know. And if they get a goal, well, you made up then.
Would you like to play for Liverpool?
Yeah!
All right.
We used to go to all the games. We used to go in the boys' pen. When we graduated out of that, we used to climb over the top of the boys' pen. It was right in the corner of the Cop end, and we used to climb over and get into the, obviously in the Cop, which was 26,000 people swaying like mad.
Why would you like to play for them?
The money and the thing of going abroad and around the country. Can't be famous just for the honour.
Sometimes I can make myself go to sleep of the night thinking of the roar of the Cop and just fancying myself thundering down the wing with me stomach hanging over my shorts, you know, and scoring that old vital goal.
While Liverpool dominated on the pitch, off it, 4 local lads, the Beatles, were taking the entire world by storm. The 60s saw Merseyside at the centre of the universe.
On both fronts we were big in football and even bigger than music at the time, so it was a great time to live in Liverpool.
Liverpool's cathedral, built painfully slowly through the years, as what? As a mecca for this new generation of long-haired inhabitants, not unconnected with its latest product? Not really. You'll find more of them gathered together in a gramophone record shop. The Mersey sound, yes, Liverpool selling pop music. Liverpool setting the fashion in Beatle hairdos that baffle you as to a person's gender. Liverpool kids are proud of the fact that their city is providing the world with beat music and an offbeat cult of fashion that has knocked their great docks as a municipal money spinner well into second place. Tune in for a bit.
Yeah, everything was going on. I was just in my 20s, you know. I knew a lot of the lads in the groups as well, you know.
Did you have a Beatle cut?
No, I never, no. I used to like the Tony Curtis cut.
I don't think anybody had the Beatle cut, but I don't think Mr. Shankly would have been very much appreciative of a Beatle cut, no.
Didn't quite suit me, no, but it wasn't grey then, by the way, it was a different colour, but no, never. I had the Beatle jacket, but then everyone had the Beatle jacket, didn't they?
For most of Britain, the glorious 21st marks the start of the real shooting season, shooting for goals and a jackpot on the pools. Principal match of the day was between Liverpool and Arsenal, and the league champions served notice that they were out for blood this season too.
Thompson. And is it too high for Callaghan? No. Hunt. It's a goal! Callaghan. Who's there? Wallace, it's a goal! Linesman flagging for a foul. Mr. Harley waving play on as Liverpool are in possession. And it's Callaghan. Dying seconds of the game now. It's Wallace. It's there! Wallace has scored!
And what a beginning. Liverpool began their first ever European expedition in style, in Iceland, thumping Reykjavik 11-1 on aggregate. Then, with the much vaunted Anderlecht dispatched in the next round, the clash with Cologne of Germany swung on the toss of a coin.
He threw the coin up, and in that night, it was real muddy pitch, and it stuck in a divot on its side. And I'm not joking, it was wavering towards the tail. And I said, yeah, this is impossible, you can't do that. And the referee picked it up and said, I toss again.
This is terrible. Liverpool are through to the semi-final on the toss of a coin. Well done, Ron Yates.
The march into Europe sparked the birth of the infamous all-red kit, Shankly's idea, and Ron Yates the perfect man to model the new look.
I was the guy that tried it on first. By all accounts, it made me look really huge. And he went, "I'll do me." He says, "I'll tell you what, you look 7 feet tall, Ron. We are going to play in this kit." And we played ever since on it.
Leicester kick off against Liverpool in the round 6 replay at Anfield. A free kick to Liverpool. Lawler takes it. Yates heads to Hunt. He scores. So Liverpool go into the semi-final to meet Chelsea at Villa Park.
In the 1964-65 season, Liverpool were the Cup Kings on 2 fronts, abroad and at home in the FA Cup. Goals by Peter Thompson, seen here, and Willie Stevenson took the Reds to a Wembley final with Leeds. Liverpool had never won the FA Cup. This was the team determined to put that right.
And you know, there's such fanatical supporters, and if you lose at Wembley, your name's going to be mud to them.
I don't think they'll shed it, because even if we do get beat, but that's not going to be the case anyway. We're going to win.